video in particular is for that want to know how to vlog.
Here are the foundational principles that I apply to almost every episode of this almost daily vlog. Number one, the most important thing is of course the story. But what is a story? Here's a super basic breakdown of a story, and every good story follows this rule. That is the rule of a 3-act narrative. You've got a beginning, you've got a middle, you've got an end. Setup, conflict, resolution. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, Act 1. Jack fell down and broke his crown, Act 2. Jill came tumbling after, Act 3. Setup, conflict, resolution. That is what's at the core of a well-told story, and a story is what drives any video like this. And that right there was sort of the promise, or the deal that I made with myself, was never an obligation to share with you the intimacies of every day of my life. This isn't a journal, but instead, could I find every day in my life a 3-act narrative to share? I always found it kind of hard to watch non-stop shaky camera vlogs. It was disorienting, it was always a little claustrophobic. So what I try to do is have an equal amount of handheld, locked off shots. Locked off means on a tripod like this. And then establishing shots. The wide shots, those establishing shots, let you know where I am, so it feels more like you're here with me. These locked off shots let you, the viewer, forget about the camera for a second and focus on what I'm saying and the environment that I'm in. And then the handheld shots like this enable you to sort of feel the spontaneity and the urgency that is whatever's taking place in my daily life. Hardware, as in what cameras I use. I have a simple rule for when it comes to hardware, and that is always use the very best camera you have at your disposal. So right now I'm shooting this on my big camera. I'm shooting it in 4K with a nice wide lens. This is a perfect shot. I've got a light right there. I'm trying to make myself look good. This is the best I have right now. But when I'm out running in the morning and I want to film my runs, the best I have is my cell phone. I keep a point and shoot in my backpack in case I don't have this big camera, because the point and shoot is a little bit more dynamic than just the cell phone. So I'm not beholden to any certain kind of hardware or any certain quality of hardware. It's what I have access to.
So one of the number one questions that I actually get is people asking me what camera and equipment I personally use, but I actually don't really like spending too much time on all of that, because just use the best camera you have. There's so much more to YouTube than that, but I'll go through it real quick. For this channel, I usually use a Canon 5D Mark IV, and I love a nice wide lens. My favorite is the Canon 16 to 35mm 2.8. I use it pretty much every single day. I love it. So good. Now, a wider aperture equals a blurrier background, so if you want that nice beauty guru look, that's what I'll usually do. 1.2 50mm is better. And if you didn't know, I do have a second channel, which is my vlog channel, AlishaMarie Vlogs. Go subscribe. And I am constantly trying out different cameras, but I usually always come back to the Canon M5. I love the flip down screen, and I love the fact that I can add a mic on top. Now, what I would actually recommend is the Canon G7X Mark II or a Canon M6 for first time vloggers, because it has a flip up screen.
But your girl over here loves some good audio. Should I do an ASMR video? I think I should.
Which is why I'm sacrificing myself on a tripod to be able to have good audio, but it really just comes down to preference. There is no perfect vlog camera out there yet, so just find one that works for you. So, believe it or not, natural lighting is actually like the best. I recommend that more than anything, especially getting like sheer curtains like this. It kind of works as a natural diffuser. It's amazing. But if I do use a light, I love using a ring light. A lot of YouTubers use this. You can get like, they're not that expensive, but I love it because one, it's super easy to use, and two, it makes your skin look freaking airbrush. Like, it makes your skin look good. Show it, don't say it. This is legit one of the biggest secrets that I used to keep to myself. Don't tell us that you went grocery shopping. Show us that you went grocery shopping. Don't tell us that you went to Target. Show us that you went to Target.
So the main reason why I'm here, honestly,
there's such a difference from just sitting in your car saying everything you did that day to actually showing the audience, you know, your whole day. I want to see you going into this store, and I want to see you going in picking out your favorite items.
Like, I genuinely am obsessed.
I even want to see you struggling deciding if you should buy something or freaking out over home decor. Just me? No? Okay. So if you're doing a daily vlog from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, and you leave out a lot of huge moments that happen,
that was hilarious.
And it's just you really explaining what you've done already today, like, it works, but it's not as interesting as you showing the audience. I love like stalking people and seeing their morning routines, and you don't even have to say a lot. It's just showing what you're doing. One of the mistakes that I did early on in my YouTube career was I was so focused on super cinematic shots that literally all of my shots would be like super zoomed and tight, and like that was it. Like wide angles, this is me trying to get a thumbnail. Wide angles show you so much more of like someone's setting, and I feel like that helps add a lot to your story or your daily vlog. It's kind of like an establishing shot of just showing where I am, opposed to literally this the whole time. If you're thinking about what type of content you want to upload, well, the first thing I feel like you should do is think about what type of content you actually watch yourself, what interests you. Think about the videos you actually watch on YouTube, because that is probably something that you're interested in. This is something that I've had to learn the hard way. When you upload videos that you like, you are so much more proud of it, and then you're not using the views as a spectrum of like success or validation. Okay, so I think we all know that YouTube is so freaking saturated now. So if it's overly saturated, like how do you stand out? So how do you stand out? Think of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, okay? You have like Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, James Charles, PewDiePie, whatever, right? All of them stand out from each other, and I think this is something that's really crucial that people don't really notice. Like, let's take Jeffree and James, for example. They both do makeup, yet you watch them for different reasons. They could both upload the exact same new foundation review, and you want to watch both of them because you want to hear each of their perspectives, and that comes down to not just their talent, but like their personality. There's so many people who blow up overnight, and in a year they have over 1 million subscribers, but it's because they stand out somehow. It's not because there's too many people uploading videos. So another comment that I get all the time is actually from people saying they wish they could do my vlogs, but they feel like their life is boring, you know, they don't go on expensive vacations, or their life isn't super luxurious. Have you watched my vlogs? Literally, I feel like every single vlog, I pretty much do the same thing. I get ready, I make coffee, I maybe go shopping. That's the fun part about YouTube, is doing the same thing 20 different times, but showing it 20 different ways. Like, for instance, when I get ready in the morning, some days I'll do a chit chat, get ready with me, and I'll do my makeup. Some days I'll do a time lapse. Some days I'll do like a clicky ASMR thing. Like, it's just, I think that's the fun part, where you get to be creative. My next secret is, if you yourself can't sit through your own video that you have spent days and hours making, then no one else will. Okay, so if you're watching your final video and you're already bored watching it and you haven't even published it yet, then change something. Maybe cut that one part out that's not that crucial, or add graphics, sound effects. Also, feel free to ask a friend to watch your video with them, and don't watch the video with them, but watch them watching your video. See every single time they look down at their phone, because even though they're watching and they're trying to be a good friend for you, they're still getting distracted and they're getting bored, so then they check their phone. And then literally take notes of certain timestamps of when they're not paying attention.
A lot of people always say that you need a camera. You need a big camera to vlog. That is not true, honey. If you're a beginner and you're wanting to know how to vlog, but you don't have the money to afford a camera, which is pretty normal. Most people that want to vlog and they don't know, half of the time, let's be honest, when we all first started out, we could not afford a camera, right? So there's two different cameras that vloggers use. There's a really popular one that's called the Canon G7X. Most vloggers till this day, they actually use that camera. That is a #1 vlogging camera that most YouTubers use, and you guys can find Canon G7X on Amazon.com, and you guys can purchase your Canon G7X. If you're gonna purchase an Sony 5100, it retails at about $399. You can find it cheaper for those that are actually reselling the camera, but I love the fact that this camera gives you a really nice glow, a really nice blur. But the only downfall about this camera, it's not a really good vlogging camera. I will definitely be honest with you, because once I take it off, as you guys can see, when I move, it's really shaky. Like, I can go like this and it's just really shaky. Versus the Canon G7X, it's really smooth and you guys can just walk. When you walk, you walk. Now, if I'm walking, this camera, like, it shows, you guys, right? Like, that bothered your eyes. If that bothered your eyes, then that means it bothered the viewer's eyes. And one thing you want to do is catch your audience attention. You want to make sure that your audience are not getting motion sickness. There are a lot of people in this world that actually get motion sickness. Personality! You must have personality to be a vlogger. Let's be honest. Let's be real. No one wants to sit around and watch a person that is so monotone. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I don't really know what to talk about today, but follow me around. What? Who's gonna watch your channel? I would click off so fast. Oh my god, I literally scared myself, right? No one wants to watch a channel that someone is just so monotone. We want entertainment. We want to be live. We want to be happy. We want to be happy. But let's be real. Not everyone has a personality that I have either. I'm very energetic, bubbly, free everybody's a everybody's not like that. You do have some people that are really just chill, but you can be chill and still have a good personality. Hey girls, what's up? So on today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I, follow me around. You don't have to be so uppity up, but just be yourself. Make sure that you're engaging with your audience. So the number one thing that you definitely want to do is engage with your audience. You definitely want to create an audience. When you're vlogging, these people are definitely going to be hooked onto your channel at some point in time, and they're going to continue to watch. So for me, as an example, how I engage with my audience, I call them Sparkle Babes. Everybody's a Sparkle Babe. Hey Sparkle Babes, welcome to my channel. On today's video, Sparkle Babes, good morning Sparkle Babes. Everybody's a Sparkle Babe that subscribe to my channel. You become my Sparkle Babe.
Okay, so here's the thing with how to make a vlog. There's no definitive guide, there's no rule book, there's no blanket statements, there's no do these things and you will make successful vlogs that everybody loves, that are tons of fun. That doesn't exist. It solely depends on you. Your personality is more important than doing fun things like jumping out of a plane or doing fun things like ripping a Lamborghini around a racetrack in Monaco. Those are all awesome things to do and they make great vlog content. But you take the person out of that situation that is the vlogger, you take the vlogger out of those fun scenarios, and all you have is just an emotionless commercial that you just flip through on TV. People don't want to start vlogs because they think to themselves, I don't have an interesting enough life to vlog. I don't do fun things like that. I don't travel. I live in the middle of nowhere. But those are all things that do not matter because you are the story. That's point number one. You're the story. If all you have to do for the day is clean out your garage, make that the vlog. Does that sound familiar? I did an entire episode which took like 5 minutes of me just cleaning out my garage. And I did see a lot of comments of people saying things like, I just watched this dude clean out his garage for like 5 minutes and I couldn't look away. And I had the same thing. I had tons of fun editing that sequence. Is that me skydiving out of a military cargo plane? No, that would be amazing. But it was still entertaining because I just took what I had in my environment. That's my life and that's what I'm sharing. So that's the story that I had to tell that day. What's your story? Where do you live? How can you make it work for you? Do you live near a lake? Do you live on a mountain? Do you live in the middle of nowhere? Do you hate where you live? Then make that the theme, make that a joke. Just show your environment because you're the product, you're the brand, you are what people are coming to watch, not the things you're doing. The second point that I have is share what you love. Aside the fact that you're making your life the story, you gotta share the things that you love because those become integral parts to the story that you're telling through your vlog. Example, coffee is something that I love and I share that through many episodes of my vlogs, of my tutorials, etc. Now coffee has become almost like its own product, its own character, its own little cameo in my episodes to the point where when I don't include it in an episode, people actually ask me, you didn't drink any coffee today, because it's become something that people are used to.
Okay, so let's first talk about what makes a good vlog. So first off, the vlog has to be interesting to someone. Whether you're creating a travel vlog or just your everyday life or doing an informational video like this. And I really want to stress that you don't need to have a super interesting life to make an interesting vlog because what Joe Blow down the street might find not that interesting, the person next to him might love it. So you can really create a vlog on anything. So there's a few things that's going to make a vlog a heck of a lot more interesting, and that is quick cuts, sound effects, and music. I always suggest when people are starting out to edit on iMovie first because the thing is, you might be like, okay, I want to vlog, and then realize a month or two later you hate it because it is a lot of work. It's fun, but it is a lot of work. So before buying a $400 program, it's kind of good to like test out the editing. There's also Premiere Pro. For me, I've always suggested people get Final Cut over Premiere just because the workflow is a bit more complicated on Premiere, so the learning curve is going to be a lot steeper. Whereas if you go from iMovie to Final Cut Pro, it's a bit more of like a seamless transition because everything is kind of similar. All right, so now I kind of have everything in place. What I'm going to go do is actually sift through the whole vlog, and I'm going to highlight while holding down Command, which actually lets you select different clips without it unselecting the other one. So you want to hold down Command if you're editing on a Mac. I'll go in and select any sort of clip in that vlog sequence that I find interesting. So something that I can use at the front of the video. I'll go and select that, and then I will go Command C, and then I will go and I will actually paste that at the very start of the video. And then I will get rid of all of the audio on that. And then I will put them in order of most interesting to least interesting. Because you want to think that you basically have 5 seconds when a vlog starts to kind of captivate someone, grab them.